That's Toe Cracker here from TrevorCrookBlog.com. Welcome to this short video on 8 bad words which cause sales suicide. Let's get into it, because by the time I'm finished you'll probably realize that at least 6 out of these 8 bad words you're using yourself every day, and you want to avoid these like the plague. The 8 bad words are costing you sales suicide for a reason, because they make your copy boring, they don't make it flow, and they're not exciting words. You should never ever use these 8 bad words in your website copy, blog posts, articles, emails, or any letters you send offline, in other words by snail mail, unless on the rare occasion you have no choice, as I've explained in the video. I'm going to say it again. Why? Because these 8 bad words are costing you sales suicide, which each word I've given you examples and alternate uses with the correct words. So let's look at the first bad word, number 1. Bad word number 1, learn. Okay, nobody wants to learn. Reminds you of being back in school. In other words, you've got to get off your backside, you've got to work. No, you don't want nightmares of being back in 5th grade in school where your teacher cracked the ruler over your knuckles. Instead of learn, say discover. I mean, do you think the Discovery Channel would be anywhere near as popular if it was called the Learning Channel? No, it wouldn't. People like to discover, ladies and gentlemen, not learn. That's bad word number 1. Let's scroll down the next page. Now, let's have a look at a couple of examples here. First one, learn 12 easy ways to get your date to sleep with you on the first date. Or discover 12 easy ways to get your date to sleep with you on the first date. Now, predominantly men, which example would you prefer? You want to discover how to do it, not learn how to do it, okay? That is why discover is better than learn. Bad word number 2, tell. Okay, seriously, do you like to get told what to do? No, I'm sure you don't. No one likes to get told what to do, okay? Because basically, unless you're submissive, being dominated by your master, people don't want to be told what to do. However, people are happy for you to reveal to them. So don't use tell, use reveal. Okay? Imagine men, if you're married or you've got a girlfriend, telling your wife anything, she's like to smack you around the left ear and get very upset. If you reveal something to her, though, it's a different story. And here's an example. I will tell you the truth when you sit down to become rational, my love. Or, I will reveal the truth when you sit down to become rational, my love. A distinct difference in the message, and this is why these 8 bad words, you want to avoid them like the plague, and use the ones which help you increase sales. Bad word number 3, but. And I'm not talking about a pain in your butt. But is so poorly used in sentences, it is used all too often and costs you sales. Now, but's a conjunction word, which means it joins other words together. It introduces a word or a sentence which contrasts or contradicts your preceding sentence or statement. And it's also, ladies and gentlemen, it's a negative. Okay, so imagine you're writing a sales message. Let's say it's even for your blog article. You've built up a positive aspect of your sentence, get the hopes up of your reader or prospect, then you say but. You can deflate them very quickly, undo all the hard work you have done, and lose them forever. So instead of saying but, use however. However, okay, which means nevertheless, nonetheless, in spite of, even so, etc. And it allows you to tone down or adjust the tone of what you are saying in your message without you risking a potential sale. So generally when you use but, you would pause. So use pause breaks when you write, as you should write like you speak. Now, if you don't know what a pause break is, it's these 3 little dots that you see. Okay? These things here are simply pause breaks and dots within your sales copy or your marketing message or your blog article or your email copy. So use them because you should write like you speak, so make sure you insert your pause breaks. As an example, Mummy told me not to smack my kid sister, but the little bitch was annoying the crap out of me. Or, Mummy told me not to smack my kid sister, however, the little bitch was annoying the crap out of me. Now, either way, you're likely to get a clip over the left ear, but it's a sort of a cynical way of giving you an example as to why you should not use but. So let's look at from there, bad word number 4. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're an entrepreneur, you're in business, but the word buy is a bad word. No, I'm not on crack. Okay, sure, you want people to buy your products and services, however, they do not want to be blatantly sold to. When you use the word buy, it means people must pay you. So instead of saying buy, say claim, or invest, or reserve. People like to make an investment or to make a claim. Okay, now when you make a hotel reservation, you know darn well you're paying for it. You're buying nights in the hotel room. You reserve your room. You never ring up to buy a room unless you're going to go to one of those hotels that rent by the hour. Okay, so reserve, claim, invest. Do not use the word buy. Okay, people do not want to be blatantly sold to. Here's some examples. Click now to buy your copy of Trevor Crook's Persuasive Writing Sales course, or click here now to claim your copy of Trevor Crook's Persuasive Writing Sales course, or click here now to invest in your copy of Trevor Crook's Persuasive Writing Sales course. All better than the last two are better than saying buy. Okay, so get buy out of your head. Invest, claim, reserve. Bad word number 5. If. Okay, there are the odd occasions, the odd times where you would still say if. In other words, it's appropriate. But if is another conjunction word which is supposing or assuming and generally used to introduce a condition or choice for your readers. Instead of saying if, okay, say when. Now, when is a command word that has some NLP techniques. It's much more powerful when used in the correct text. As an example, if you go to the store, honey, can you get me a case of beer? Is not as good as when you go to the store, honey, can you get me a case of beer? Or if you want to get more traffic, more conversions and more sales, this could be the most important letter you ever read, as opposed to when you want to get more traffic, more conversions and more sales, this could be the most important letter you ever read. These are one-word changes, ladies and gentlemen, but they're so much more powerful in your copy. They will increase readership, they will increase sign-ups, and ultimately they will increase sales. Bad word number 6, things. I mean, this word suggests you're bloody clueless as to what you're really trying to say or sell. It's a generality as well. Where possible, you should be specific. People use things when they have nothing left to say or are just too bloody lazy. Instead of saying things, you can use words like tips, tricks, and techniques. Some examples. Discover 5 things your competitors will never know is nowhere near as compelling as discover 5 tips your competitors will never know, or discover 5 tricks your competitors will never know, or discover 5 techniques your competitors will never know. See, again, basically one word changes makes your copy more powerful. Now, listen to me, really seriously. The best place for thing is in the Addams Family TV show where it belongs, okay? It was called thing because no one knew what the heck it was other than a hand, okay? So get the word thing out of your writing and you'll get much more response to your message. Bad word number 7, stuff. Okay, I'm not saying get stuffed, but just like the word things, stuff is used when people are clueless again and have nothing else to say. Nobody wants to buy stuff or you to tell them stuff. They want to know insider secrets. So instead of saying stuff, say insider secrets or secrets. When you know something and they don't, then it's an insider secret, not stuff. Okay, it's an old technique, but it still works today. It'll still work in 50 years' time. Some examples again. Discover the stuff dreams are made of. Pretty ordinary. Or discover the insider secrets which dreams are made of. Or discover the 7 insider secrets which dreams are made of. Yes, everybody loves a secret. You don't hear anybody going, psst, want to know stuff? No, it's psst, want to know a secret, okay? Or psst, I know a secret, not psst, I know stuff. And last but not least, the one I hate, really pisses me off more than anything else, is the word that. That sucks. Harder than a hooker on the strip in Vegas, okay? Of all the bad words you should never say, that sucks the most and is by far the most overused fluff and filler word ever. That is another conjunction word which connects clauses. In most cases, though, you do not need that in your message. The biggest time that sucks is when it's followed by the, as in people write, that the. What a complete waste of a word. In these cases, you can remove that as it's not needed. Don't use that. Say which or this or delete that altogether. When which doesn't make your sentence flow, you can try changing that to this. As in some cases, this works perfectly. Example, she told me that the movie was great to see. You don't need that. What you can say is simply, she told me the movie was great to see. When you use that as a pronoun, change that to which. Example, and voila, I had an outside getaway that would only get better with time. Or, and voila, I had an outside getaway which would only get better with time. What I want to share with you today are all the little tips and tricks I've compiled over the years that has allowed me to have the most lavish garden with the most minimal of expense. This is a paragraph out of a sales letter. Okay, here's a couple of word changes. What I want to share with you today are all the little tips and tricks I've compiled over the years which have allowed me to have the most lavish garden with the most minimum of expense. Note, when you can't substitute that for which, then in 99.8% of cases you can delete that altogether and your sentence will still flow. You've just tightened the words within your copy, within your sales message. In other words, you edit for clarity. So that's the 8 bad words. If you want to know this and much more, subscribe to my blog, www.trevorcrookblog.com. Toe cracker, over and out.